Hey everybody, Jake here. Just want to let you guys know in this episode, Matt laughs at such a frequency every now and then that my noise canceling software picks it up and mutes him immediately. So occasionally it sounds like I'm reacting to myself. So, you know, just talking to myself as always. No big shock or surprise there. So anyway, have a good one and enjoy the episode. All right, and we are go.
Such a good day. Such a good day, Jacob.
Stop shit out of you, Matt. Your optimism hurts me. Welcome back, everybody. Episode 5? Yeah, I can't even keep track of my own damn episodes. Yeah, episode 5 of REKALL Drive-In, where we cover movies that my cousin Matt has not seen. It's quite an extensive list, and it just grows by the day.
Yep.
I'm Jake, and of course,
I'm Matt.
And we are going to be discussing today's movie, Arthur, 1981's Arthur.
Once in your lifetime you find it.
I hate you so much.
I was sitting on that for so long. I didn't know when I should start singing the theme.
Never.
Oh, I love it. I love Christopher Cross so much.
I was going to say, who sings that song again, Matt?
Christopher Cross.
Let's keep it that way. So, yeah, Matt had never seen 1981's Arthur. There's quite a few movies like that, though, that he hasn't seen. But again, this is another one where I don't really blame him in a way.
Well, this was also recommended by He Who Shall Not Be Named.
I mean, you can say names.
Yeah, but then again, this will also piss him off, so.
also by my brother as well, so.
Yeah.
Kind of a, huh?
Good old Eric.
Good old Eric. Yeah, kind of a little request here.
I remember he texted me though, and he was just like, "Have you seen this?" And the first thing I texted him was, "When you get caught between the moon and New York City, or the Aardvark."
Yeah, jackass over here. Have you watched the Arthur cartoon or not? Get the fuck out of here, man. I mean, it's a classic, but of course we've all seen that cartoon. Yeah, there's quite a few movies that are like this, that are like more, I guess like underground kind of movies from the 80s.
Yeah.
Another big one is the Whoopie Boys. I don't know if you've seen that one or not.
The what?
The Whoopie Boys.
No.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be on the list.
And also like Heavyweights.
Oh my god, you haven't seen Heavyweights?
Dude, we watched it.
Oh yeah, we did. Did we?
Yeah, we watched it.
Okay, well, even though it's not from the 80s.
But I mean, like, it's one of those movies that goes under the radar, but it's super good.
Yeah, exactly.
High quality.
So let's see here. We got another us editing the list on the fly. So what was the one we just said?
Whoopie Boys?
Yeah, the Whoopie Boy. Wait, did I put it on here already? I think I did.
Because you never mentioned it to me before, ever.
I haven't. All right, so that's going to be sometime soon. Did I say another one?
I made a joke about Heavyweights, but we did see that.
But we did see Heavyweights. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back on track.
Why do I have to go to summer camp? You're fatter than I am.
Right? You go to the camp. You're fatter than I am. The fucking delivery of that line is so good. So yeah, in general, Matt. Hold on a second. Where's my damn notes? I lost my notes. All right.
You get caught between the moon and New York City.
I mean, I guess it's better than Dead Air. So our synopsis, as we do, we always take a little snippet from Wikipedia or just kind of wherever we read that for those not to know, and kind of quick refresher for ourselves, even though when we record these, we just saw the movie. Arthur is a 1981 American romantic comedy film written and directed by Steve Gordon. It stars Dudley Moore as Arthur Bach, a drunken New York City millionaire who is on the brink of an arranged marriage to a wealthy heiress, but ends up falling for a common working-class girl from Queens. It is the sole film directed by Gordon, who died in 1982 of a heart attack at age 44.
Sucked.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, it's a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
Of course, this put Matt at -14, me at -4, because I'm an 85 baby. So yeah, this was, like we said before, this was requested by, Matt's just going to say, he who shall be named.
We're going to keep like that.
And my brother Eric, because this is among those movies that we all grew up, watching and shit all the time. And it just, like we always say, baffles us that you haven't seen them, but growing up, you weren't around a lot until you got older, and now we're making up for lost time. We got to get you caught up. So that's what this whole series is about. So what do you think?
It's better than I thought it would be. I can also see how this movie also might have inspired other movies that have similar plots, but also kind of like twirl it on its head.
Yeah, because I mean, you do see a lot of movies that are like this, the romantic comedy. Rich guy falls for a commoner,
Uh-huh.
and that whole thing. I mean, that's another movie trope, but I feel like Arthur was. I'm sure it wasn't the first, but that's the one that always sticks out for me.
Because I've always seen like movies where it's like it's the arranged marriage. Oh, I don't want to get married to
Yeah.
her. But then the whole movie he gets to know her. Then like, oh, I want to be with her. Or there's the ones where like, because the whole point was this is an arranged marriage, or else we're cutting your ass off.
Yeah, from a $750 million fortune in 1982.
Yeah, just think.
Might as well have been $1 billion.
He might as well have been fucking Bruce Wayne.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and I love how he's just like the dad was like, "We're gonna cut you off from $75 billion," and then Arthur just walks back. I do like him, bro.
Oh yeah, he was like, from the family? No. He's like, the money. So yeah. It's a great movie. It's a romantic comedy, but I don't feel like it leans into the super sappy romance part too damn hard.
It's a perfect balance of like comedy and then the romance.
Yeah, it's a really good balance.
And they actually do have a lot of good chemistry, Arthur and Linda.
Oh
Linda.
Yeah, and of course those parts are played by Dudley Moore and Liza Minnelli. Those two, like, they're like old school, like Hollywood legends. Their chemistry is really good on film. The way they bounce their lines off each other back and forth. And the type of comedy that's in this movie is very reminiscent of the Marx Brothers. It's very fast, very just quick-witted humor. Stuff
It's
like that.
like Shotgun's a joke where it's like you get like five jokes, maybe 3 of them stick, but they're so fast that you don't even notice when the bad ones are.
Yeah, it's one of those where if you watch it again, you're going to catch more jokes. And that always happens to me. Even today, I was noticing a couple. I didn't write them down, but I did notice a couple I didn't catch before. It's great shit. And that's another thing. Like, you haven't seen any of the Marx Brothers movies, right?
Phew.
Yeah, Casablanca, Duck Soup, Day at the Races.
No.
Yeah, and those I only know them because I grew up with my brother, and he grew up watching those, and they're like 1930s comedy. But damn, they're still funny as shit. I love those fucking movies. I love Groucho Marx.
I noticed this again, that this is out of all like the 5 or 6 movies we've done so far, only you think maybe Hot Fuzz has it been where I'm not in the negative numbers of being born.
Mm-hmm.
So like, really,
What?
really can't blame me for not seeing some of these.
Yeah, exactly. If you're in the negatives, like, I don't blame him, not really. But at the same time, it's like I blame myself.
It's just you're over there dusting yourself off. I blame myself.
Just like Sandlot. Yep, exactly. The movie is about a rich as shit drunken millionaire named Arthur.
Drunken man-child.
Yeah, very much so.
He has a goddamn choo-choo train right behind his pillow in the
yeah,
headboard.
it looks fucking awesome. So
yeah, I mean,
the movie opens up to it's a very good way the movie opens up to give you a good summation of how he is as a person. Just driving around drunk already, having a good time with his the driver. That's the thing about Arthur is, yes, he's crazy insanely rich, but compared to his family, he does not treat the help, quote unquote, servants and the help with any disrespect. He loves them completely, and he's always joking with them.
They're more of his family than his family.
Exactly. That's the sad part, is they're more of his family than his own family.
And that's another thing that I liked about the movie. Even though, yeah, he's funny, he's rich as shit, the movie does really highlight how alone he is.
Yeah.
Throughout the like.
Yeah, as you watch it, it's like I said, it starts with him looking for a company, and he ends up driving up to a couple of prostitutes, ladies of the night, if you will, making a bunch of jokes. That's exactly how he laughs. He, hires them for the night. He's like, I'm looking for a stranger who loves me, basically. And, they go out to eat.
Which one of you two is the prettiest pissed off about?
Yep. And
please give her $100. She came in second place.
Yeah. And, but he's doing that to like a nice restaurant, but he's drunk as shit, and he's loud. Barely stand, causing scene.
The fucking car.
Fill out of the damn car. Fill out of the goddamn car.
And That's the funniest shit.
It's the funniest thing ever.
Even the driver was just like, damn it again.
Yeah, exactly. The way the driver's attitude is how I feel recording this podcast half the time. This little bastard. But yeah, he wakes up next day, he's with her and stuff, and
But he's actually kind of really charming.
that's the thing. That's the thing with his character is
He's rich as shit, but he's not really a snob.
rich as shit, but he is not a snob and he's not an asshole. It's just he's drinking constantly because his life really doesn't have any purpose and he's alone.
It's like when you take away all the stress, the most stressful thing in life
Money, yep.
out of the picture.
Yeah.
It just kind of can be really chill.
Yeah. And the thing on is that's kind of the focus of this movie is that whole bit of money and being alone and all that stuff. Like honestly, I don't know, we don't really have to talk to describe about this movie like a shit ton. I don't really think, like, compared to other stuff we've done in the past. I feel like the movie kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's one of those classic 80s romantic comedies.
Great music.
Oh yeah, it's great music. Start right off the bat, it starts with Christopher Cross. You can't go wrong with
Yeah.
old school 80s Christopher Cross. You just can't.
Because it's crazy, but it's true.
Matt, get out of my house.
I love that song.
I know.
Funny thing too, I've listened to that theme song way more and way sooner than I ever thought about the movie.
Yeah, and that's literally the theme song for Arthur. Like, it's
Yeah.
actually called Arthur's theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never saw the movie.
But you never saw the movie.
But then then that song led me more down Christopher Cross and Sailing Away.
Oh, of course.
And then
Riding Like the Wind.
Because I've got such a long way to go.
God damn it, man.
To make it to the border of Mexico.
That song, you listen to it, and I'm always sitting there going, what the fuck did this man do?
Yeah. It's like...
No, he murdered somebody. He had to.
Murdered? Hell, maybe even knocked up someone's wife.
Shit. I don't know. It go that far.
You never know with Christopher Cross.
You never know, Christopher Cross. But yeah, so what were some things that, like, what did you expect going into this one?
Okay, so there are certain points where I thought it was going to go this way, it was going to go that way, based on other movies that I've seen.
Right.
Like, at first I thought the whole movie was going to be him meandering through having to live life poor.
Right.
And then I thought, oh, well, then that he was going to start spending more time with the betrothed, the girl he was already arranged to be married with.
Oh, okay.
And
Susan, the girl that he was supposed to marry in the first place.
That he was going to fall in love.
Yeah.
And then there's the part where he met Linda, where I thought, oh, she's going to steal the ring, and he has to go find it.
Oh, okay. So you were going totally different directions. You didn't think, like, he was going to fall for Linda and all this. Or you thought he was, but she was going to, like, use him in a way or something.
Yeah,
like oh, okay.
She was going to, she was going to use him to pay for the dad.
Dad was fucking hilarious.
The part where
Dad, he's a millionaire. You have my permission to marry him.
and then when Arthur calls up Linda, does he like, I can't see you. I'm engaged.
Yeah.
And then the dad afterward just don't touch me.
Yeah. I just need some time.
I just need some time.
Oh my god, that was good shit. But the movie's got a lot of little great jokes like that. Great cutaways, And
it was really fast too. Like I didn't really feel a part where it dragged or anything.
Yeah, it's a perfect length movie. Let me see how long it is. But yeah, the writing of the script in this movie and everything is really good. It does not. Every time I watch it, I don't ever feel like it's as long as it is. That's actually a 2-hour movie and it flies.
Really?
That was 2 hours.
I thought it was like an hour and a half.
No, it was 2 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
It does not feel like it.
2 hours, man, and it flies.
Yeah.
An hour 57.
Oh, we haven't even mentioned the goat of the movie.
You mean Hobson?
Hobson. We haven't talked about Hobson.
Hobson is the best fucking character in that movie.
It's like if Alfred finally just got tired of Bruce's shit.
Yeah, he's very much in your face, tells you how it is. Not being an asshole about it though, but he's
classy.
He's very classy.
Telling you the truth.
He's a very proper English gentleman, but he's Arthur's butler. But for all intents and purposes, it's his father. That's the man who raised Arthur, being that his father is just a rich prick.
I mean, the first time we even see him, he's delivering Arthur. It was Advil, orange juice, water, and
coffee. I think.
And what?
And coffee, I think.
Yeah, coffee. And then he even his lady of the night. This is a robe. Put it on.
Put it on. um, yeah, and he treats Arthur kind of like a kid in the beginning, but I mean,
And he is.
but he is. He's very much a man child. He just has money, grew up with it.
And then, and then just every now and again,
Oh my god, I love that so much.
like the shit out of him.
Talking, there's a scene where they're talking, and Arthur's taking a bubble bath, and he's like, "Oh, Hobson, please don't leave me. I don't like to be alone."
Yeah.
Hobson's like, "Oh, yeah, it's
It's
bathing.
bathing.
It's a lonely business."
What about fish?
But then he's like, "Yeah, but not fish. What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Oh, fish. They always bathe with each other, but they're always eating others' fish. I'd imagine they get tired of seafood." Hobson just gets up, takes his hat off, and fucking belts him across the back of the head.
Just shut the fuck. I can imagine that's how you would be if you had a hat.
That's pretty much the feeling.
You just don't have a hat to whip me with.
Yeah, I mean, I can take yours off, just pat the shit out of you at the back of your head. But
yeah, but then you'd be amazed by my.
It's still there, everybody. the episode, I think it was before two before.
It was Hot Fuzz.
It was on Hot Fuzz. Good lord.
Yep.
That is the most bouncy fucking hair I have ever seen. Like, it's got, the sides of it have a guile thing going on where it kind of goes out a tiny bit, but then it's like super fluffy.
Yeah.
It's like, what the?
It's my burden to bear.
Good lord. Not enough pomade in the world for that hair. But yeah, go ahead.
Like, the more and more I watched the movie, the more I felt kind of hungover just watching Arthur after him just choking.
Yeah, man. His portrayal of being drunk in that movie is fucking insane. And like, I've known a few people that to get drunk and they do act like and the people I know at least,
yeah,
have gotten that wasted before and they've acted like that.
And he was fucking driving too.
And he was driving.
It was like he literally had a 40 in a paper bag.
He's on the freeway. He's on a freeway heading to the countryside of New York, and then out of frame, he picks up a fucking wine bottle, like a wine cooler. He's just chugging it. Yeah, but it's. I think I love the movie still to this day. It's a great movie. Great. It's funny as hell. The way it starts, though, it's great to watch a movie like that because it starts, very much a comedy. It's like a light-hearted comedy when it starts. Then about like 20, 30 minutes, it's starting to turn into something else.
Yeah, and you're super subtly, like
it's very subtle. You're like, oh, his father's threatening to do this, and it turns out, his dad wants him to get into an arranged marriage.
I'm alone.
Yeah, for business. To marry like
how far is a criminal?
We're all criminals, and he's super fucking like casual about it.
Was that his only lines in the movie?
His dad?
Yeah, his dad, like.
No, his father had more later on when they were at the actual wedding.
Oh yeah, at the wedding, but like. That kind of just shows how much his father just doesn't give a fuck.
Doesn't give a fuck. He has all the money in the world, just doesn't care.
He only had like maybe 2-3 scenes with Arthur.
Yeah, there wasn't very many, but
that just
illustrates that's another subtle thing. Yeah, exactly. That's another subtle thing. Just illustrates how disconnected his father is from Arthur. It's just his son. It doesn't mean.
Oh, but grandmama.
Oh, grandma was the best. But like I was saying, like it slowly turns into something else. You start to see yes, Arthur's rich as all hell, but he does have his own problems as far as his father being alone, being basically forced into a marriage. Because, I mean, let's face it, the dude's probably pushing
maybe
mid-30s at this point, 40. Never worked, so he's got no like actual skill, like life skills and stuff. So if he was to enter the workforce,
he'd be
being poor, it'd probably be tough for him being, rich his whole life. Stuff like that. So it's kind of like, shit, I got to do what I got to do to, keep living the way I do, for better or for worse, really. And, it goes from that, and then they start to introduce the love interest of the movie, which is Linda.
Actually, a really cool way to actually introduce her.
Oh yeah, she was stealing a tie,
right?
In a boutique area.
And he was just like, "Oh,
yeah, it's the perfect crime. Girls don't wear ties."
Oh, no! Here goes the security guard. Don't be too brash.
Oh, if she murdered the tie, it'd be a perfect crime. But yeah, you do that. You get to see how he intervenes with the people that are trying to get her arrested because they saw her take the tie.
Uh-huh.
He intervenes and stuff like Arthur is not a bad dude at all.
He just lost as all hell.
He's just lost. He's very lost. And then that you see that love interest, and you see Arthur himself, his behavior and stuff change a bit. You really see that he does not want to marry Susan. And
And after meeting Susan, she's a real cold
she's an
bitch.
odd one.
She's like, Arthur, I love you so much.
That dinner scene was just very weird.
Yeah, very
She's
tense.
like, I know how alone you are. I've cried because you're so
No,
alone. You can, what'd she say?
you can leave
You
me,
can
not
leave
call
me.
me for months,
Yeah, not call me for
and I
months.
still love you.
It's like, okay,
What?
that is some misguided emotion there. Um,
Yeah,
but
that seems kind of familiar.
but that you start to see
Why
that.
did you say her dad?
Oh my god, and her dad. He's like, Arthur, when I was 11 years old, I killed a man
Man, because we were poor. I didn't come from money like you. And he broke into our home
to steal
and
our
stole our
food.
food.
Yeah. He's like, I took the knife and I killed him. I was like, okay, shit.
Shit. What about this moose? We used to keep talking about the moose.
Yeah. But the thing is like there's so many fast jokes in this, and it's a movie that you very much do have to see, I feel.
Uh-huh.
Like you notice we're not really describing it as we have other movies in the past, because I feel like the movie's perfectly, like, it's pretty fast paced. It's a very visual humor and delivery. You
It's
have to
really more
see it.
it's really more story driven than a lot of
It's very story driven.
well, it's more like how to describe a rom com
Yeah.
other than just go see it. Or
Yeah.
don't go see it because it sucked.
Well, yeah, because there's tons of rom coms that just
Oh
suck.
my god,
Most of them suck.
Just Friends.
You didn't like Just Friends?
No, not Just Friends, there was this other one, like No Strings Attached or something. It was Mila Kunis.
Oh, okay, yeah. Where the hell
I,
did you get that from? Just Friends?
I think they said Just Friends in the movie a lot.
Oh, I see.
Like,
Well, yeah, if it's called those three, yeah, I don't even remember.
I just don't remember that's how little I remember I watched it once.
Mm-hmm.
I only remember she and I think it was Justin Long were in it.
I think so.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the title.
Yeah.
There were a lot of rom-coms like those.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
you're
tons
just
of them.
watching them just because they're on and to kill time.
Yeah, pretty much. But Arthur very much is not that.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to just like actually tell the story without, like us just theater of the mind, just go see it.
Yeah, very much. It's very much a movie you just need to see, because you'll get what we're saying. Because it's I think it's a hilarious movie, but I love that old school kind of comedy.
It's also hard to describe the performance that is being given off.
Yeah, Dudley Moore's performance as a drunk man is just insane. The way he stumbles, the way he slurs.
It's amazing.
Yeah, just it's
Can't
something.
do it justice. So.
Yeah, don't try. I don't want you to try. God damn it, man.
No,
One of these days we're just gonna do an episode, and that's it. It's just not gonna be anymore.
you're just gonna hear him stabbing the shit out of me.
Oh, I know, right? I took the knife, and I killed it.
Oh no, he's taking the knife out of the cheese.
Oh, that's right. And at the end, oh my god, he's taking the knife out of the cheese.
You want the cheese, Linda?
Oh.
No, I think I'm gonna kill it.
But it's cool to see that arc of Arthur being a child, all that stuff and everything, and then you start to see Hobson getting sick, which fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But it turns out that Hobson, they don't really say what is wrong with him, but he's basically terminally ill.
And how old he is, it really could have been the flu.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it could have been a bad flu that took him out,
And he was old as shit.
But that's the thing that made Arthur man up. Quote unquote man up. He that's basically his father.
His father is dying.
So he's taking care of him. He's like, you've taken care of me my whole life, so I'm gonna take care of you. And that's exactly what he did.
Then they cut back
Mm-hmm.
when he's later on in the hospital with him, and it's just a bedroom.
Oh yeah, they cut. First, it's a normal
hospital,
and then there's a cutaway. When they cut back, there's a nurse sneaking through the hallways because he's got like really nice food and stuff for Hobson. That Arthur's like requesting, and he goes in there. When he opens the door, it's basically Hobson's room from Arthur's crazy apartment. Yeah, he just transferred everything over there.
The great line from Arthur himself saying, "Look, I don't want his last meal to be Jello."
Yeah, I don't want his last meal to be Jello. It's like, damn. But he does just that. He
and apparently he was also reading Shakespeare to him.
Yeah, and he quit drinking while he was taking care of him.
And he was just like, I remember what part of Shakespeare? He was like, I remember Louis Hander was in big trouble last time.
Yeah, he's like, you want me to read some Shakespeare to you? He's like, last time we left off, Hamlet was in a lot of trouble. They have a real, touching one, heart to heart, talking about, it's not so bad dying, and
You're really gonna
accepting it.
you're really teach me how to die.
And he's like, man, you're even gonna teach me how to die. Yeah, it's something else. And the way they do it's really cool. They just cut to the next scene. It's just Arthur sitting at a chess table. The bed's empty, and he just locks the bedroom, and that's it. It's the last we see Hobson for
And it's just like, oh,
yeah, best character of the movie. He's so good.
Alfred's gone.
Our
Alfred's gone.
Our upgraded Alfred. I like Hobson more than Alfred. Hobson is hilarious. Jesus Christ. I do love Alfred, but goddamn.
Yeah. They should really write Alfred like Hobson.
Oh, they should.
From now on. Just be like, yes, Master.
Well, I mean, animated series is damn close.
Yeah.
He's super snarky in animated series.
Just like when he's talking about like Clayface is losing his integrity. Alfred's over there. I didn't know he had any to begin with.
It's like, damn, Alfred.
Damn.
No, excuse me. But from there we go to Arthur, making his way to the actual marriage.
Oh, we even forgot when he
the party.
Drunk to Linda.
Yeah, he was drunk with Linda. Oh my God, it's just so much.
And he met who was his wife? The dude across the street from Linda. That when he knocked on the door.
Yeah, he's drunk and he goes to the wrong apartment, and there's this lady opens the door screaming. Yeah, he's like, shit. Looking for Linda. She's like, my husband has a gun and he's not doing anything. It's just, oh my God.
I'm so sorry, Jerry. Oh, it was Jerry's wife. I fucking hate Jerry's wife.
Yeah, and then that the guy comes in. I guess he's the super for the building. He's like, I'm just looking for Linda, and he tells him where Linda lives. He's like, oh, he lives over here, the next apartment. She's like, you gonna tell a stranger who he is? He's like, he looks okay.
He looks okay. Jerry, don't go there, Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh, Jerry. He's
like, get in there. Yeah.
So then she goes to the engagement party, where he finally confesses to Linda how he actually feels.
Yeah, and that was a really cool scene. It's not. I don't feel like it's hammy. I don't feel like it's corny.
It kind of feels natural. Them just walking away from everything.
Yeah, and they're
going
just
to go pet the horses.
They're going to pet the horses, and they're just hanging out, talking. And his wife shows up because she's spying on him, even though she says she's not.
Oh, that bitch is fine.
She's totally spying. And then of course Linda is like, she says she's studying to be an actor, and she breaks out her acting chops, and
you see,
it works.
Mary went to prep school with
Arthur. He has
a
horrible gambling problem, all this crazy shit, and
the sub story.
That's when he gets the call for Hobson. We're talking about this movie very much out of order as compared to the past. But yeah, but you get to see this really cool character arc for Arthur. At the same time, he does maintain to stay funny and drunk through most of the movie. So that's a thing. And like Hobson's great. Bitterman, the driver, he's hilarious too. Like, they don't have a lot of lines, but when they talk, it's great. So what are you thinking overall here, Matt?
It was a really solid movie. Like,
yeah,
I give it like 8 out of 10.
How does it? Very good, as it should be.
But now that we're talking about this Arthur, should we talk about sometime later the other Arthur?
No, some things are banned from the show.
But he buys a Batmobile, Jake.
Fuck what he buys. I'm not a Arthur Brand fan. Or what's his name? I'm not a Russell Brand fan. And certain movies just do not need to be rebooted. Actually, all movies don't need to be fucking rebooted. Why the hell you're laughing so hard?
A good spot.
No. Why the hell would we do that?
Oh my God.
That's awful. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I swear to God.
I love you too, buddy.
Go to hell. So we got that. Oh, good. I'm glad you like that one. Because honestly, I was a little worried there. Because there's little moments where it lulls a little bit. But it's nowhere near as bad. It doesn't lull nearly as hard as Halloween 3.
Oh, God.
Halloween 3 is still great. It does have long, slow chunks. But, I mean, I'm all for it. Matt's the one that doesn't have any patience.
Well, but this one actually...
Nope, sorry. So... Go ahead.
Go fuck yourself.
Hey, I just said go ahead.
Anyway.
Talk, goddammit.
Would you? Okay, so.
I said talk.
You said right. So, like I was saying, fun movie doesn't hit you too insanely hard was like a message.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
And for that, I give it an 8. Recommend it. But apparently, you also said that there was a sequel to this?
There is a sequel to Arthur that I haven't seen because it's actually hard to get a hold of. I want to say in that one, it's called Arthur 2 on the Rocks. He actually does lose the money. I don't know how, but apparently
I'm gonna pretend like it's like a Brewster's Million kind of deal.
I really have no idea. It's 2 hours again. Apparently, I guess there's like flashbacks with Hobson in it and stuff. I'm gonna have to try and get a hold of it
Someday.
This says like it's on Amazon Prime and YouTube, but I highly doubt it. Because these things, they'll say one thing and do another. But
Can't believe you let that go by though.
What?
That I actually seen Brewster's Millions.
Why would I let that go by?
I would have thought you would have been like flabbergasted that I saw that, but not Arthur.
No, because you've seen movies that are like Young Frankenstein, shit like that. So there's some time periods in movies that you've seen that I'm like, okay, I get it.
I'm an amalgamation of a man.
You're an asshole.
Deny that. But I try.
You're confusing, is what it is.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't sit through Halloween 3. I'll watch goddamn Dracula though.
Dracula was only an hour.
I don't care. It's the concept.
It's also more enticing.
Dracula was pretty fucking sweet though.
Yeah, and then we're not following a drunk doctor play detective.
Oh my god. Remember, kids, when you're a doctor, stick to doctoring.
Stick to your practice, fucker.
But yeah, Arthur.
You don't see an orthodontist trying to build a spaceship.
Hey, you never know. He might.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So overall, I mean, Arthur's fucking fantastic. It's one of those sleeper movies I always talk about. Next on the list, we definitely got to do some of those. The way we do these, it's very much what we're feeling that day, or if Matt takes a look at the list and he's like, oh, if he feels it, then we'll watch that. Everything we do here is pretty on the fly. So
yeah. Although we do gotta schedule some celebration movies. Just rewatch a great movie.
Oh yeah.
Sit here and gush about it for I don't know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think we should really do a couple of celebration movies.
Gotta do The Thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know what? The Thing should be our first one.
Yeah, Thing should be our first one, and then Godzilla.
Which one?
That's the fun.
That's the fun of Godzilla, man.
I'm still pissed off at you that you went to go see -1 without me.
Oh, hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Did you see Godzilla -1? Great, now I gotta edit that. So, I guess that's gonna go on the list.
Fuck you. And Daniel, if you're listening to this, you got one strike, buddy. You're my tokusatsu brother, and you didn't even send me an invite. I had to learn that shit on Instagram stories.
I thought y'all was friends, baby.
I thought we were brothers.
Honestly, because the way this show's formatted, we are totally going to do Godzilla -1 sometime in the future.
Oh, hell yeah.
So,
and also just to do Godzilla.
Oh, of course. I mean, Godzilla's fucking great. But yes, Arthur's fucking fantastic. I'm glad you liked it and you recommended it. Yeah, this one's a little bit different than our previous ones. Like I said, you just got to go see it.
Also, I think this is actually our first romantic comedy, but I was gonna say comedy, but then I thought no, Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz, yeah.
So this is only our second comedy we've ever done. So
yeah,
it's really hard to actually talk about comedy without ruining the jokes.
Well, yeah, it's true, but at the same time, this podcast is not about that. This podcast is about catching you up.
Yeah, true, and then just you shitting on me for how did I not see this?
Yeah, it's the best. So until next time, everybody.
When you get caught between the moon and New York City,
you tell Matt to shut the hell up.
The best that you could do.
Oh, God.
It's not enough, Jake.
I hate your guts. And we're getting sued. Later, y'all.